I have just watched a clip on the internet which is called "Would You Have Sex with Your Ex?" and this was on This Morning with Sonia Portinen. And for me, the first thing that comes to mind is no, especially if you are involved with another person, because that's cheating. Okay, I understand that you actually feel comfortable with your ex because they know you and you actually know them, or you can settle to be friends who, if you happen to run into them into the supermarket, you could stop and say hey and have a conversation with them. In my experience, though, once a relationship was over, that's it. It was over. No going back. However, I have had one ex who is and always will be a good friend of mine. He has sadly passed away. But the point is, me and him were friends before we actually dated. So when that relationship ended, we could actually go back to being just good mates. And also see different people. This is what I believe. What separates you from being friends and being romantically involved is the sex. And most women, not all, but most in general, they can't have sex, and it actually meaning absolutely nothing. Basically, and I want to give an example here. This was when I was younger and I was in my 20s. I did this boyfriend at the time, and he was up for sex, and I actually didn't want to give it him. I mean, I was serious about him ish, and I was going out with him, but I felt that if I had sex, that it would actually mean more for me and it would him. So I actually asked him a question. I said, okay, that's fine, I can have sex and no big deal, I've had sex before. Or if we did have sex, what would it actually mean to you? Now I understand that might have put him off it, that idea a bit, but I think at the end of it, this was when he broke up with me, and he actually did it across the phone. But he actually said when he was breaking up, he said that you want more of a relationship, and at this point in time, he was not at all ready to give that to me. So actually, he actually did the right thing, although I was upset about it afterwards. And okay, so back on topic. I hear what this next woman is talking about is if you have sex with an ex, and if you talk to them and and basically have friends with benefits. Well, even if you started out actually being direct and actually, like, basically saying, this is what I want, this is what I expect, I mean, okay, if it works in the beginning, it works, but you or this next person cannot keep up that degree of honesty. I mean, no one is going to keep that level of honesty up for X amount of time, because it's actually going to drop, and then all of a sudden that is going to go away completely, and then what happens if he or she gets their themselves a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and then consider how you would actually think in your head. Your body has gone. You want sex. What are you gonna do now? And this is my point, and what I would like to say as well. If you increase your expectations of having sex, your body is going to want it or a lot more. The only thing that has been activated is your sex drive, and it needs to come down instead of going kind of about as if your body is a teenage boy going in its puberty stages. It can come down, it can actually be a word. This is what I believe. I believe sex is something couples can enjoy together, whether we like to admit it or not. We live in a man's world, basically, and men can have 2 girls on the go, even more, and he's a man, he's the pause, he's basically. But when women actually do that, it actually damages their reputation. It actually does. And I have heard men of exactly how they talk about women who tend to put it about, and I decided from a long time ago that I was not going to be one of those women that men would talk about in those ways at all.